Good morning, Christian brothers, and welcome to the Chris Mosby 3-on-3 tournament. It will take place this Saturday, April 20th. Sign-ins are at 8:30. Games will begin at 9 o'clock. I want to invite everyone to attend and get your team together. There'll be two divisions, a junior and senior division and a 9th and 10th grade division. All proceeds will benefit the Chris Mosby Scholarship Fund. Thanks, and I hope to see you there this Saturday.
Chris Mosby was a very unique young man in many ways. I think probably the characteristic that I loved about him most was the fact that he was a friend to everybody. It didn't matter whether you were an athlete or whether you were a senior or a freshman. Chris just had the uncanny ability of being able to relate to people of different ages, and that went with adults as well. Chris is one of the few people that used to come to the coach's office and sit down with our coaching staff and discuss our team, discuss things that we were trying to accomplish, and we'd listen to him because Chris was very insightful. In some ways, he was very mature for a young man his age, but he had such a great innocence about him in terms of the way that he dealt with people and he handled people. A lot of people that didn't know Chris personally saw him as a great competitor on the field and a guy that they hated to play against. But I think even to the people that he competed against, when I got to know Chris off the field, felt the same way that we did about him. It was a true testament to the type of person he was at his funeral and at his wake. Because so many people from different schools and different coaches from different coaching staffs from other schools across the city showed up and paid tribute to Chris and the type of young person he was. I say to people he was the consummate brother's boy because I think he idealized the things that we think of good kids being at Christian Brothers, the characteristics that we want them to possess, and he was just the guy that would kind of be on the poster of what we were looking for here at CHS.
You know, Chris was one of the few guys that ever played here that started on the varsity in basketball and football. And I made a comment about Chris one time. He was a warrior in competition and compassionate in life. And what I meant by that was, when he was on the field or on the court, he was as hard-nosed a player as we've ever had here. And as a person walking the hallways and even his senior year with freshmen, he couldn't have been a nicer guy trying to help guys when they needed help, and especially the freshman kids. And when you're the star athlete on the campus, to be the guy that helps everybody out was really unusual, and I think that he had all of the traits that you're looking for out of a young man. We miss him, and we're really proud and glad to be able to honor him every year in the 3-on-3 Chris Mosby tournament.
I first met Chris Mosby. He came as a freshman, and I taught him in the summer in grammar class. Wasn't especially in love with grammar, but he did his work and it was very pleasant. And that was the last time I would teach him, but I knew him all of his 4 years here, and he was, I guess you'd call him the gentle giant. He was the big guy that was nice to little guys, and that impressed me an awful lot. My favorite quotation was the summer, at the end of the summer before his senior year. He was here for football practice. I said, "Well, you've lost your summer, it's all over." He says, "I'm bored, I'm ready to go to school." And I thought, if that's the case, there's a man he's going to a good school and for a good cause. And I always enjoyed watching him as an athlete, but more particularly, just watching his relationship with other people. He always seemed to be so kind, and that taught me a lifelong lesson that the big guy can be good. His strength means kindness. And that's my principal memory of him. I miss him terribly. I remember the morning that Father MacArthur told me that he had gone to heaven. I was over at early Mass that morning. And I have the pleasure of getting to see his parents every once in a while. I keep them in my prayer. And this effort that y'all make for the Chris Mosby tournament is a great continuation of his memory.